Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm in my car, just got finished picking up breakfast and I'm on my way to work. So, welcome back to another video with Brooklyn. How are you all doing? I'm going to just go ahead and get right on into it, okay? So anyway, I read an article online about a preacher in Ghanaian. They're saying that she is supposed to be Ghanaian, and she is telling her congregation that they need to suck her breast because her breast contains healing properties. Now, and that's just far out there, you know. She actually has a video, someone videotaped it, of a man actually sucking her breast. Now, I don't know if actual breast milk is coming out of her breast or not, but she said that her breast milk has healing properties and she wants the congregation to suck her breast. So I'm assuming this is women and men, and it's probably children if the children are ailing, if the children are sick. It's probably children too, I don't know. But anyway, she has a video, they have a video out there where a man actually sucked her breast. Okay, I watched the video and he was holding on to her like she was his lover. He was getting sexually aroused. She was falling back, acting like she was speaking in tongues, and he would not let her breast go. They basically had to kind of, try to separate them, but she was holding on to him, and he was holding on to her. It was basically a sex act in the church. It was a sex act. And, you have to be careful on who you are following in these churches. You have to be careful because people will tell you something. God did not tell her that. I hope we all agree. But sometimes people can be perverts and they just want you to do certain things. She knows her breast milk does not have healing properties in there for no grown man. It's for a baby. If she is breastfeeding her baby, it has the right nutrients for a baby, but it's not going to do anything for a grown behind man or a woman to suck on her breast. And of course, everybody that was in the line were men. Everyone that was in line to suck her breast were men. Unless there was some lesbian women in the church, they were all men. But she said the congregation, and her congregation was mixed. So she's having them to suck on her breast, okay, for healing properties in their bodies. People, do not believe everything that these ministers tell you to do. Do not. You have to have your own mind. You have to be able to discern what's from God and what's not from God, because God is not going to tell anyone to have a sexual act with someone who's not their spouse and in the middle of a church congregation or church service. He's just not going to do that. And these people, I believe they know that, but they're wanting to do it anyway. They want to do it anyway because this man, I'm going to crack my window some, y'all, so y'all may hear the wind. This man, he wanted to, they just wanted to have, the way he was standing in front of her, looking at her breast, and she said something to him in African, and he was like, basically, yeah, I'm ready. He bent down and kind of scooped her into his body and held her like a romantic person. He was not sucking on her breast for healing properties. He was sucking on her breast to get arousal. And she got aroused because she started falling all back and saying something in her native tongue. And she wasn't speaking in tongue. She was speaking in her native tongue. Okay? She was acting as though it was in the spirit, but it wasn't. If it was, it sound like Ghanaian tongues to me. Chi. I think they speak Chi. It sound like Ghanaian tongues to me. And Ghanaian language, not tongues. Ghanaian language. That's what it sound like, okay? And they were having a ball. And it's all over the internet now. If you all haven't looked at it, seen it, look it up. It's all over the internet. They have the video out there too. You have to be careful who you are following and who you are believing to be from God. You have to be careful because people will lie and they will pull you in. And if you are in need of help, and if you are in need of some kind of relief, people will do what they have to do to get that. They will do what they have to do to manipulate you, and people will do what they have to do to get that relief that they're looking for. And it's sad because people play on your emotions. Now, this man that was in line that was sucking, he did not look like he was in line for help. He looked like he was in line to get a free suck. This was his chance to be a pervert. And he probably was married. His wife probably standing there looking like a dodo head, going along with the nonsense. And her husband just basically having an affair right in her face with the prophetess. And all these other people are just going to be just having an affair, because it's going to lead from sucking to having sex. It's going to be leading from sucking to brucking. I'm going to say brucking. It's going to lead from sucking to brucking. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be lined up outside church, lined up outside her house or the office, and they're going to be pulling their pants down. They're going to be having full-fledged affairs, because that's what it's going to lead up to. That's nothing but Satan. God did not tell anybody to go around sucking on somebody's old dirty breast. And they were just so long. Looked like she probably had 15 kids. They looked like it was about to her kneecaps. Like he had to gather it up in his hand and kind of stuff it in his mouth. It was so lanky and just lifeless. It was lifeless. I'm like, what milk are they sucking? Because it looked like it was full of sand, like a deflated ball, a deflated balloon. You know, looked like it was full of sand graduates or something. It wasn't no supple breast. It wasn't supple. He had to bend down to get to the nipple. The nipple was not perky. It was lurky. It was lurky like a turkey neck. It's just sad, you know? It's sad. And they were there, and she pulled the breast out. She actually pulled the breast out. It's raining, so y'all hear my windshield wipers now. But she actually pulled out that saggy breast and let him shove it all in his mouth. You know, it's just people are just crazy. People are crazy for the stuff that they will do. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy. You know, so I'm not gonna stay on here long. I went and I picked up me a little thing to go on my window, a little phone holder, because when I first started doing videos, I was doing it in my car because I didn't have enough time to do it at home because I was getting up so late. So, but I just wanted to do it in my car sometimes. Sometimes I miss doing videos because I do get up so late. I be running out to do it the last minute. I don't get to sit down and set up everything. So now that I have this in my car, you know, I'll probably be doing some videos from my car again here. So if you hear any noise and everything, remember it's the windshield wipers and it's the windows with the air coming in. So anyway, I hope you all have a marvelous Monday. And with that being said, I'm going to say vielen Dank. That's thank you very much in German. So vielen Dank for watching me, and choose, that's what? That's bye in German.